Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, let's take a look at Bitcoin. This is the bottom, $84,000, $73,000 breakout is what will give us at least $84,000 zone. That's what I have said in my last update on Bitcoin, right? Is that still the case? How close are we from making that happen? In this video, let's talk about all of that through the lens of technicals. What is the price action telling us? A lot of things you will learn along the ways as well. And with that, I want to let you know, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. Let's get to the weekly interval first. And here, what I want to point your attention to is that Bitcoin is still technically in the overall downtrend structure. Okay. However, I have been saying that 200 weeks moving average, the green line down there, with the confluence of the bottom of the channel hit on this particular candle wick, that particular week, and a good area of the previous price reaction, we do have most likely a bottom for the near term in this price action. So far, our thesis is working out just as how I mentioned. Also with that, I mentioned that you can go and check out my month ago video on my channel. I mentioned that it will be months or at least a month away that we will see some sign of a breakout to the upside. We will go through multiple retests and we are almost a month away, and it's getting to a point where yes, it is pretty much been a month since that bottom that I mentioned, that we have a bottom, but it will take months away to turn to the upside. Now remember though, $73,000 area, breakout above that is not going to make Bitcoin overall bullish. However, it is bullish enough on the weekly interval though. It will be just a bounce, but it's bullish enough that it's your tradable range is to the upside. You can't short it over here. You can't. Time to short was up here, right? And that's what brought us to the next leg down, and now it's time to play the upside. So even though on the weekly interval this will be just a bounce, but the horizon is long enough that you can take a good long trade, and that's what I have been telling you. If you are a member as well on my Patreon or on the YouTube membership, you would be getting my videos where I talk Bitcoin as well with 25 plus other stocks. So you are all caught up if you are a member there. If you want to check out the details on how to be a member, you will find the details in the description of this video. Now, are we still looking good to break out to the upside? And the answer is yes. Bitcoin is still looking that we will break out above $73,000. Now, I also mentioned that $84,000 for the week of 9th of March, which is this ongoing week. As if that's a possibility, we'll have to break out above $73,000. But so again, it's all about the price action. Okay, there is no guarantee of anything. Technically, this is the week, okay, that we are in. Now it doesn't have to line perfectly. We can definitely, go to the one next week as well. It's all about the price action. We still have 3-4 days till this market, the week closes. So if Bitcoin can break out above $73,000, and that will be an explosive move, guys. If it can do it in a day or two, we can do 84 still. There's still a possibility in 3-4 days. However, we want to see a breakout above 73,000 for that within a day. Can that happen? Let's talk about that possibility. So we had a first retest here, all right, few days ago. And the first retest, since we are trying to change the trend to the upside here, the first retest would usually come back down. because it's a first retest. The important point is that after the first retest, we want to see our structure hold. That's the most important point. Because if structure breaks, then that retest has completed itself in a way that the structure has broken. Now, if we would have started to come down here, that would have been a very problem. However, what I'm seeing here is that we have been still able to hold higher lows. Yes, it was a deeper low compared to if it would have been just stabilized at 68,000, that would have been better. But Bitcoin is always liquidity hungry, and thus Bitcoin will little bit give you deeper pullbacks. The point is that we still maintain the higher lows. That tells us that buyers are slowly taking out sellers. Okay, as long as we held that, this retest is for us is still a successful making in the breakout to the upside, breakout above $73,000. So that this next one, there is, look, I'm not saying there's a guaranteed breakout now above $73,000, but there's high likelihood of breakout above $73,000. As if, let's say, for any reason we don't go above $73,000, we come back, we just want to hold a higher low. That's the important part here. Okay, so as long as we can continue to hold this reference line, or even just, again, it's just a reference line, the important point is that a higher low, as long as we can maintain that, we are still just fine. Okay, now definitely bottom formation takes long time, especially on a Bitcoin, and for longevity of a trend that it has been in the downtrend, yes, it's a month or 2 months of a game here for the bottom formation confirmation. But once we start to break out, this bottom that we have will be strong enough that we can rely on this with confidence for months to come ahead. So I know it has been a slow burner pretty much since the start of this year, but Bitcoin is, at least for now, is showing a good foundation here, and we are looking good, guys. Okay, I'm still in the bullish camp on Bitcoin. Okay, even on the hourly interval, let's take a look at that. Like, even in the hourly interval, I'm seeing a good support at 68,769 area, or 68,700 area, to put it simply. This zone, I'm seeing a good support. Better if we just continue to hold significant levels as we are gaining them. We just want to see them hold. We don't want to see it lose a significant level below. Whenever it regains one above, we want to see it test the one above but not lose the one below. Okay, that's where our trend and momentum will continue to stay. My tools and all, if that also interests you, you will find my tools as well in the detail in the description of this video. Okay, so yes, Bitcoin to me is still looking good. I'm still on the bullish side on Bitcoin. I still believe this is the bottom. My thesis is still intact on the bullish side. I would be more worried only on Bitcoin if first Bitcoin start to lose 62,398 and it loses 60,000. If Bitcoin does that, then yeah, this is no longer valid, and then we gonna definitely go for a new low. But right now, all the signs and the price action is projecting the upside, and Bitcoin has an upside to come in coming weeks. And yeah, we can do easily around 84,500 technically. So that's all I had for you in this video. With that, I'll see my next videos whenever they'll come out, and yeah, take care, guys. Bye.